Ready? Good morning, I'm Schleicher, a magazine columnist and a cowboy poet and a country humorist from Kansas City. If you're wondering why I'm standing here in front of our local supermarket, it's because this is about as close to the food production chain as most Americans are likely to ever get. As the son of a farmer and the grandson of homesteaders, I grew up with a pretty clear understanding where my food came from. But today, most of our fellow Americans no longer have a direct connection to agriculture. They've never unloaded silage for a feedlot full of hungry steers, or mowed and baled hay, or planted beans, or combined a field of corn. They've never gathered eggs straight from an old hen, or raised a 4-H calf, or delivered a truckload of wheat to the local grain elevator. As a magazine columnist and a cowboy poet, I try to help consumers better understand where their food comes from. My columns in Grit, Cappers, and Ropeburn magazines take the readers into fields of potatoes and dry beans, and into the country cafes where farmers and ranchers drink coffee, and down washboard country roads where everybody waves at the mailman. I use humor to answer questions like, where do cows sleep? How is a farmer different from a rancher? And as a cowboy humorist and poet, I use humor to illustrate the challenges facing dairy farmers, or what it's like to chase a neighbor's old bull out of your pasture, or why farmers are so fond of wearing gimme caps. I believe all of us involved in agriculture, producers, manufacturers, ag retailers, educators, and yes, even cowboy poets, have the power to help consumers better understand that food comes not from the supermarket, but from America's farms and ranches. So whether it's hosting a farm tour or maintaining a farm blog, writing a column for your local newspaper, or presenting agriculture story in the guise of humorous cowboy poetry, we can all be advocates for agriculture.